I just think, with the level of imagination that went into this film, with seeing small people navigate the landscape of the larger world, I think that they never forgot to put that in or make a point of it. And I think it's one of those things that if you didn't have enough of that in there, that this would feel kind of shallow. But it is almost impossible when like a cricket is the size of like half of one of these people's bodies.
Yeah, so I was watching it. I was just imagining like how dangerous the world would be if you were 4 inches. Like a gust of wind could really just destroy you. There's a point where they're standing above like a couple of rats, and to them, like rats are huge into these giant predators, I guess.
Horrifying. Yeah, I kept thinking about that, just how horrifying the whole world becomes. They look at a lizard at a distance, but it's like, that would be like a Komodo dragon to them. It would be
not like an alligator.
Yeah.
Dude. Like not even like that's so big to them. Yeah, it's so dangerous. And like they're climbing up these things that would be like the Burj Khalifa, and it's just like part of their world. But they have to get used to that because that's their life. And if they're going to be living in a house and they need to get their necessary items in order to survive, they're just going to have to be like these stellar rock climbing, rope climbing, no fear of heights type of people. And there's a scene in the beginning where Arrietty comes out of a cupboard and she's just like looking into this house, and it's just this enormous, massive world. And she even says like, it's so big.
Yeah.
And the dad's like, mm-hmm.
It's funny because you get that sense where you kind of want to root for them. You want Sean and Arrietty to like become friends and hang out. But, they show just how gentle he has to be with her. Mm-hmm. Because even when she's standing on his hand and he just moves his hand a bit, it's like, whoa, know? And you realize like, oh, you'd have to really think carefully about, like, they would be so fragile. I could see when they're like, oh no, it is a bad idea to try to interact with human beings. And it's for that reason that, there's so many ways that they could, even if they're very well-meaning, could accidentally do terrible harm.
Yeah. I mean, there's a scene where Arrietty is like hanging on to Sean's shirt collar and he starts running. And I was like, she would be like flapping up and down. That'd be like huge gusts of wind for her. I mean, even there's a scene where Arrietty is just like climbing the house and she starts hanging out on the shingles on the roof. And then there's like this big gust of wind sound. And I was like, she's going to blow off that thing. Like, I was thinking there's a scene where it was raining too. A raindrop would break their neck or something, probably.
Or if they're under the house, imagine a flooding.
Oh my God, yeah.
And also when he was running, he has heart problems. And she was even like, are you okay? Because he was like heaving and puffing. But I was like, if he fell.
Yes.
Well, she was on him.
That's
Imagine.
The end. That is the end of Little Arrietty. Thanks for watching that clip from the Anime Movie Podcast. Follow the links in the description below to hear full episodes, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more fun clips like this.